moment to highlight two things that I'm seeing. I've started seeing it after South Carolina, and I definitely am seeing it, start seeing it yesterday and now today. So this is what I want to talk about. There are two things I want to talk about. One is black voters, and let me start there, and then I'll tell you the other thing I want to talk about. So I need all you people who are trying to unpack why um, Biden overwhelmingly got black votes, particularly in ages of 45 and over, to stop. I need you to stop all the anti-black bullshit you're saying, all the, low information, anything that would make you think or spread the story, the narrative, buy into it that these black voters have acted out of their against their own self-interest. One, have acted against their own self-interest in ignorance. Two, and have acted in their own self-interest in fear, against their own self-interest and fear. Fundamentally, it's bullshit. And this is why. And I keep saying it, and I keep saying it, and I keep saying it, and I keep tweeting it, I keep tweeting it, and people are retweeting and liking, but you're not challenging the narratives of other people who are saying this shit. That's what I don't see. Why have these individuals, these black voters, um, backed Biden? Is it because he's an anti-racist? Fuck no. He's racist as fuck, like everybody else in this goddamn race, left in this race. Is it because he's, you know, they feel that he will save them? Hell no. And a number of other narratives that you want to throw out. Bottom line is, and this is the conversation no one is having, and I'm going to keep talking about it. These black voters, most of them who have a history or very close history to Jim Crow, a lot of history with dealing with folks in the workplace, um, don't trust the white vote. That's just the bottom line. And it was proven in 2016. You have your white woke liberal. First of all, I have a really big problem with the word progressive, because I don't think Sanders is progressive at all. I think he's a racist, and I don't think he's progressive because he can't have anybody to me who can't have a fundamental conversation and a strategy for being anti-racist in this country. It's not progressive to me. And we've allowed people to define terms for us for too long. That's not a progressive. I need a fundamental conversations, strategies, policies that are talking about dismantling white supremacy. If you're not doing that, that's not progressive. Maybe it was progressive when he ran in 2016 and before, but right now, no, you're not progressive. The pendulum has shifted. And so yeah, I'm not buying, that's bullshit. But what we don't want to keep talk about, and we keep doing, is giving white people a pass. These black folks who have this history of dealing with white folks do not trust your votes. You will pretend to be all woke. You will go to put your pussy hats on. You will march for Black Lives Matter. You will do all of this bullshit. But what you won't do is challenge grandma and grandpa and Uncle Bill and cousin Shireen at Thanksgiving table to challenge them on their racist bullshit. What you won't do is leave companies that you work for that are rooted in actively participating in white supremacy and racism. You won't do that. So why would they believe and leave it in your hands to do anything other than what your nature has already done? Whiteness has shown that it will it will actually vote against its own self-interest if it means that marginalized people will also benefit. So I need you to stop shitting on black folks. I need you to stop with this anti-black bullshit, and deal with the fact that these people who have a history of white bullshit are being pragmatic and strategic. Nothing about the next 4 years is gonna fundamentally change any fucking thing that happens to us except for getting this asshole out of office. That's it. Biden has no plan. He can't even talk about race without talking about class. So no, it's not that. But the thing, okay, so I'm put a period on that. And the thing that I want to talk about though, which is what I'm seeing and which is going to be problematic starting now, particularly that we have older black voters going for Biden, and we have young Latinx individuals going for Bernie. They're setting this up. I see it already, and I see it with comments that are being made of how could black folks do this? I'm Muslim, I'm Latinx, I'm this, and I would never vote that way. Why are you so I'm already seeing we're seeing the beginnings, and it's gonna fucking come full steam ahead by the time we get to November, but definitely by 2024. It's gonna be us against them, and I see it already, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that any marginalized group of individuals would challenge another marginalized group of individuals in this way to feed into white supremacy. Because if we're against each other, then we're distracted and they can do whatever the hell they want. But I see it, and it's not going to be pretty. And I've always said that when people talking about where's the bottom, there is no bottom to white supremacy. It is designed to continue to cause further and further and more and more and more catastrophic harm. So let this be known: on March 4th, 2020, I said this is going to be a race war. This is going to be other marginalized groups blaming, I'm just going to say it, blaming black people, because anti-blackness is the only global export that we have that everybody's bought into. Um, so anti-blackness is going to be the narrative that other mar- mar- marginalized groups, particularly racially, have, and they're going to play into white supremacy and attack black people, the very people who have saved this country from itself time and time again. I take no pleasure in saying this, but I know what's about to happen. Have a great day.